Hi, McKenna. How are you? I hope everything has gone well with your show choir. Um, Best of luck to you for your performance on Tuesday night. I heard that you wanted a lesson mate rather than a sub, and that's totally fine. It works for me because then we don't have to really, I know where you're at, I know what you need to work on, and it's good. But unfortunately, with that, I don't have a copy of your book. And so I have the newer edition of the Guitar Method Book 1, and it does not have Molly Malone in it that I can see. So I'm just going to try to walk you through the chords as best as I can. So what we do in Molly Malone is we're working on, and you're also working on the just chord activities there on page 60, or number 60 in your book, if I remember right. So we have what we call chord pairs. And so what a chord pair is it's chords that don't need to move. So I know I taught you G before, and I've taught you E minor the Spider-Man way. However, there is alternate ways to make stuff, and so this is what they want you to grasp is the fact that this is called a chord pair. So G and E minor are a chord pair because you can take your G and go straight to E minor without moving one note. So you have in the same, you have your G chord, and then you have your E minor. And you didn't have to move your index finger, which is should be your B, your note B. B stays the same from G to E minor. Another chord pair that it wants you to learn is we learned C. I'm sorry, my fingernails are inhibiting me from playing it right. So we have C, and we also have D7. And so you didn't have to move in C your index finger again. So that's kind of what they're trying to get you to grasp. We also have a similar thing with the G to the C. Only a few move. They're not, those aren't pairs. So I believe your song followed you did a G7. You did a G7 and a D7. Or no, sorry, the activity you did was you did a G. And your activity has you do G, 1, 2, 3, rest, D7, 1, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, D7, 2, 3. So yeah, and then you also have your C. So practice doing from C to G7. So C, 2, 3, D7. And those are your activities that they had you do, number 60 on that book. And I don't, like I said, I don't remember the exact notes that was in Molly Malone, and I don't have that edition of the book anymore. So you'll have to go through it as best as you can. Feel free this week also to start learning the notes in Molly Malone. So also what I had you do was I had you practice Shalom Shavarim. So let's do that one together. Oops, sorry. So that's B, E. And sorry, like I said, I have my wedding nails still going on here, so I'm trying to like play and not like bump a bunch of other wrong notes. So yeah, that's something that I want you to work on for this week. Like I said, just take it easy, do Shalom Shavarim. If you get some time, work on Hey Ho, Nobody's Home. I know we said we wouldn't do that. So there's also just a different strumming technique for you to check out. And I don't know if you have this in your book, but this is something that I think is kind of fun. So what we're doing is kind of a doo-wop or a boom chick. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a G chord, and we're just going to play, you want to play the top one. So what you're doing is you're playing your top note, which is G, because remember this is a G. So you have your chord G, and so you just play the note G. Bum, 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 bum. And so we have our C. So now we have our C chord, and then we have the note C. So we'll have... So pluck the C. And then, so we have, and then we also have D7. And so D7, with the difference here is you're making the D7 chord down here, and then you're going to be plucking the D. So you're going to be plucking the open D. And then we're going to go back to G. So, and C. And it's kind of a fun little exercise to just practice knowing where the root of your chord is. In other words, if you're looking at it on a piano, say I'm talking about a C chord. When we're making a C chord, that's comprised of 3 notes. So we have C, E, and G. All together make C. And so what you're looking for is the root. So what you're doing is you're on the guitar, you're going. And so that's what you're doing. So figure out with your G, your D, and your D7 and your C, figure out where your root of your chord is. So G would be your top string 3rd fret. And C would be your 2nd string 3rd fret. And then your D7 would be just your open D. And then you're back. This can also be done in kind of a waltz style, so you can do the top note G. And then C. And D7. So yeah, just take some time to really think about that and learn that a little bit, and then we'll pick up where you left off. Take it easy, good luck with choir, and we'll see you later.